Hey everyone, it's Eric Silvermoon. You are in my very cluttered dining room table. I wanted to talk about a bunch of different things. So this video is going to have different different kinds of stuff that are all kind of in the same thing. I mean, the reason I want to do this is that this is the first year that I'm actually going to do a centerpiece on my table, which is going to be my Ancestor Altar. And it's going to be the focus point here. Is this entire thing I want to cover up with different things that are very sacred to me, my ancestral line. And I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm actually looking on my phone right now to show you where I got my inspiration from. Let me see here. Okay. So I recently been following HerSpeak. I'm going to show you a little bit if you can see. I don't think you can see. I'm going to add the link below so that you could kind of follow her her YouTube, and it's HerSpeak is her channel. And the video that I watched was Autumn Altar Tour with a City Kitty Chaos Witch. Super cool. I recently started following her on Facebook as well, so I'll link both of those. Well, actually, yeah, I'll link both of them so that you can kind of see it. And so I want to do a bunch of different crafts, which I'm going to show you one right now. This video is going to be kind of edited and chopped. I'm not sure if it's going to be long enough. If it is long, I'll do part 1 and part 2. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of show you guys what I want to do with the altar this time. I normally set up an ancestor altar on Mabon, and so right now I'm just kind of designing what I want it to look like because I've never done an entire centerpiece that's going to be the focal point of my home. And then anybody that comes and joins and sits around my dining table could kind of admire it from different angles. So it's going to be a really cool creative piece. It's going to be a lot of my time and focus on my ancestors. I have a couple of people of my family that have passed away this year, last year, and the year before. So I kind of want to honor them, and I'm going to do things a little bit different. So you get to see that whole entire process. So I'm going to take a quick sip of beer, my favorite beer, Rolling Rock, the Silver Moon brand. And so I love Rolling Rock. It's a cheap beer. It tastes good. Cheers. So I went to the 99-cent store and I got this really cool glass jar for $1. And I bought these. It's kind of like a garland of just hanged skulls that I thought were really cool. And so what I did, and this is just kind of like, you can make anything yourself really witchy. So I tied one of them hanging off this glass jar that I really like. And it comes with a cork, but I'm not going to use a cork because I also got these kind of flower glitter stuff to kind of put on it. So it's going to look really cool. But I wanted to just show you guys that it's really easy to find something and make it either really cool and witchy for the season. So I just cut the rope, tied it around the skull so it dangles. I really wanted to hang him inside the jar so you could kind of see him hanged in there. But he's too, he doesn't fit on the little opening. So I have 2 of my candles here, a black one. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to let the candle drip all around it. And so you guys get to kind of see that. And I'm going to speed this up so that you don't see how slow this process is. And so I won't be talking much, but you get to kind of, I just turned it off. So I'm going to speed it up so that you don't have to hear me not doing much, taking sips of beer and watching the candle slowly drip on this glass. So I will start the fast track, amazing Hollywood stuff now. Okay, so I went to the kitchen to go get a little tong because I figured, yeah, the candle's getting very close to my fingers and I should probably do something about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just light it again. So make sure that you have something to hold it when it starts to drip. So I'm gonna go back to it. Okay, so I'm gonna let this kind of cool a little bit so you can kind of see how it looks. And so see how cool that is? That is like super witchy, kind of gothic feel to it. Um, you know, it's really easy to do to give this bottle a really cool look. I love things that I can kind of just have in my witchy space all year round, and this is going to be one of them. I just think it's really cool. And so that's just with one candle. And if you really wanted to, you can even do different colors. And I actually, since I have purple, because purple and black and silver is usually my theme for Halloween on when I do things really witchy. And I have a purple candle. And so we'll see. I'm going to burn this other black candle, and then we'll kind of see how it looks. And I might add some color to it, or I might not. So I'm going to take a sip. Fabulous. And we are going to light this candle again. And so, yeah, so you could do different colors. You could do whatever your theme is. Go with that. Do something really cool. There's so many amazing glass jars that you could do. Like this really cool, like, witchy glass scene. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and let this burn. And you will see the finished product in just a moment. Okay, so gonna let this kind of cool down as I finish my beer. Okay, so this is the finish with just the two small black taper candles. Isn't that badass? I love it. I love how it came out in the glass. I think it looks super cool. And I'm actually kind of quite happy just with the black on it. And so the next thing that I'll do, I'm gonna move this over here so that you can kind of see what I'm gonna do with it. So then I just have these things that I got from the 99-cent store, pop them in there. And I'm going to zoom out so you can see it. It makes like a really cool kind of just piece. And I'll zoom out so you kind of see a little bit. So it's cool and I really like it. And that's the first piece that I've made for this Ancestor Altar. And from all the angles, it looks super cool, super inexpensive to make. And could you imagine having a bunch of different little jars with just the candle wax on it? It just looks amazing. So yeah, so that was just that. And then, you know, stay tuned for the next little bit. Hey guys, so I ended up covering the glass table with this cool skull cloth that I bought at Joann's Fabric. And it's cool because it gets to be tucked in there and it's nice and tight. It's super cool. Has different skulls. This is a jar that I posted on Facebook. I got it at World Market. It's really cool. Came out to $12.99. Skull Apothecary treat jar. And so my plan was to actually put the dog treats in here, but I just thought it would be a really, I got inspired to do something different for the season. So I wanted it to be my focal point on the Ancestor Altar table. And because it looks like an urn. And I thought that would be really cool. And so my thought is that I don't have pictures of all of my relatives that have passed. And so what I'm planning to do this year is I'm going to write different letters to my ancestors, the ones that I know by name, like my dad. I'm going to write one for my brother, my aunt, my uncle, my grandma, my dad's dad. And I'm going to write them a letter, just how they impacted my life and how blessed I am to have known them. And I'm going to write a big, big letter. It's going to be very, very emotional. I already know it. And I'm going to put it in here. And on Halloween, well, I think either on Halloween night or right at the Day of the Dead, which is on my dad's birthday, November 2nd, I might burn the letters so that they're released and all that energy is released. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put the letters in here. Eric's grandpa also passed away, and so I kind of want to see if he's feeling up to writing a letter. I've had these for so many years. They're my husband and wife with the black cat and pumpkin kind of thing. I didn't know that they were real plants at the time, or else I would have watered them. But now they kind of just look like graveyard things. So I'm going to have one on each side, somewhere like that. And sorry, I'm going to get up all up in the camera. But, you know, I'm going to just continue to add to it. And we have like the really cool thing that we made earlier. And I'm going to play around with it. I'm going to continue to add things around. And I'm going to see how that goes. And so kind of come back and see how it turns out. So, all right, you guys. Hey, everyone. So I've started moving stuff around. And I got the items that I felt guided to bring for the Ancestor Altar, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how I'm going to set this up. So you notice that there's a kind of like a box that the urn is sitting in, and I know this is going to be really morbid, but I have my brother's ashes in this box, and I actually think he would love, I know he would love to actually have his ashes in this urn, but my mom will completely freak, and she will be pissed off if I put his urns in here. She won't understand, but I know he will like it. So, but anyways, I have his urn, his ashes here in this box, and we're gonna look for a really nice urn to put him in. But I thought this would be great so that I could go ahead and put the letters from my ancestors in here. So I'm just gonna kind of add things and kind of talk to you about why I like them or why I'm adding it. So I'm going to add these little guys over here on each end just because it symbolizes the god and goddess. It symbolizes the masculine and the feminine energies that kind of will honor the the feminine side of my family, and then the masculine side of the family of those that have passed in the ancestor line. They're really cool, like I mentioned before. I really like them, and I'm going to go ahead and put the kind of thing that we kind of just worked on earlier over here on this side. I think that'll look really cool. And I have this really cool thing that I brought out my other ancestor altar. It's this really cool thing I got at Michael's like 2 years ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her somewhere back here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move her on this side to be seen through different angles, so it could be kind of admired by different angles. And I think on this side here, I'm gonna go ahead and put my crone dolly that I made. And I don't know if you can see her. She's so cute. She has a little cape. So I'm gonna have her sitting on this side here. And I have my little bruja with her popping, riding her brew, and my other crone. I'm putting her here in the middle. And I always have some kind of alcohol drink, and this is a bottle of Merlot. It's a small little bottle. It's like for 2 wine glasses or 1 really full glass. I always have some kind of alcohol on my altar to kind of just kind of celebrate their lives, my ancestors' lives, and those that have passed that are in my lineage. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. And usually on either Halloween night or on the Day of the Dead, November 2nd is my dad's birthday, so I might have a glass with Eric to kind of just celebrate everything, the whole entire season. I'm going to have my Santísima Muerte candle, and it has a really nice prayer in the back. I'm going to keep it on this side here so people can see it. I have this memory thing. It's like a booklet. This is Eric's grandpa, and I know he looks so handsome in this picture, but it has different images of him and his family. This is him and his wife right here. That's his grandpa, and this is a picture when they first met. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right in the center. And then I have these cool pumpkins that I got from, I think, the Dollar Tree. But they're cool. They kind of light up like that. And I'm going to put one on this side here. And I'm going to put the other one that I have that also lights up the same. And put it on the other side. And I have this really nice card. You can't really see it, but it has my brother's name and a nice little poem, and then it has these little beautiful pictures of a nice scenery. And these are handed out at his funeral, and so I'm going to go ahead and put one of the cards there. And then I also have a picture of my brother here that passed away. That's me, my cousin Marisol, and then my grandma who passed away. So I'm going to put that right here. And then the other side, I have my dad who passed away and my mom that's still alive. And I love this picture because they're laughing when this picture was taken. And that's the only memories I have of my parents, of my dad, always cracking jokes, always laughing. So this picture, I just love this picture. So I'm going to put it on this side here. And this one here is of my grandma that passed away, and that's me as a baby. She's always watched over me, and it's not in bad focus. This is how glowy it looks, and I always felt like she was always watching over me, even now. So I'm going to put this on the other side with the chrome dolly. I think it'll look really cool there. And then I have this cool little angel that's praying. I thought it's really cute. It has like this pink, I think it's like a pink little glow to it. So I'm going to move it on the other side. And so this is kind of what I have, and I'm going to move the camera so you can kind of see a full spectrum, like a 360 thing. But then I'll have other things as I find them in the stores. I'm going to have candle here, and we're just going to set this up. I have a couple more things that I wanted to add. And so I'm going to move the camera so you can kind of see it in different angles. So it's going to get shaky. Okay. So this is my space there. There's a camera. So you kind of just get to see all of it. And from different angles. Hopefully you can see it right. And then the back has more of a pumpkin area here. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna add more stuff as I find things that really resonate with me and that I feel. I hope you guys can see it because I can't. I'm out of the camera line, so I can't really see what I'm showing you. So I hope you can see a little bit, but I think it's cool, and hopefully Zatanna won't knock anything over. But yeah, I think it's really cool, and it's a really cool thing to have in the center of where everything's happening, where the kitchen is. It's in the dining room. It's in between the bedrooms, the living room, and so it's a really cool focal point to have. So I'm really excited about that, and I think my ancestors will enjoy it. Like I said, I'm going to continue adding stuff to it. Okay, guys, well, that's it. That's the Ancestor Altar. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Blessed be.